Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another Train Sim World 2 live stream. We are doing something slightly different for today's Train Sim World stream. We are still going to be playing because we're going to have to test what we make. But we're going to be doing a bit of a tutorial on the scenario planner in readiness for the Creators Club, which is coming out on, well, whenever it does come out, really. There is no date at the moment, but thought we'd do a stream saying, you know, we're all ready. All ready to go. Anyway, let's see what we've got in chat before we do properly begin. We've got Laserjet, we've got Ali, we've got Ram, we've got Metra, we've got Pet, we've got Pig, we've got Ashley, we've got Ram, Isaac and Sander. Hopefully everyone's all well. Now I've been making my scenarios on PC because it's much easier with the mouse and much quicker as well to find things and all. But I thought for today's stream we'll do it on consoles. It'll be easier just for stream wise because I can have that there, and it's just a bit easier for me if we do it on the console today. I've got a few ideas actually, but I think the one we're going to do today is going to be on East Coast Way. I've sort of only made scenarios for East Coast Way and the Brighton Main Line, as I don't really know what I could do on other routes because, well, these are my sort of local ones, so I sort of know quite well what I'm doing, what I'm trying to find and that sort of stuff. We've got Michael, we've got Zachary, we've got Pep as well. So the idea is a blue coastway. You can probably guess what is included with that. So we're going to go to the scenario planner. And I've put it as tutorial, so I suppose follow along if you want to make a scenario. I will be uploading the scenario once we do get the Creators Club, whenever that may be. So yeah. So we're going to call it a blue coastway. Which will be a southeastern 375 on the East Coastway. Just trying to think of a bonkers excuse of why that would happen. I was thinking all last night about what I could do for, you know, because obviously on the Creators Club you have to have a description, don't you? So if I just said southeastern to Brighton, it would be sort of, you know, I want some sort of backstory to it about why that's happened. As you know, you see scenarios on the Steam Workshop and there's only like one word as the description. It's like, well, great. So I was thinking, I don't know, Southeastern are trialling running the Brighton to Orr and Hastings services or something like that. So there still will be southern trains on the coastway, but the ones going as far as Eastbourne will, well, apart from the London Victoria ones, will be Southeastern services as like a little, you know, a little test or something like that. Anyway, confirmed. So we've titled that. Now we want to do the player train first, which I'm going to be using real-time trains. Very good to, in fact, I'll get the link actually and put it in the chat. So if you're watching on the rerun or you want to have a little look live, I shall quickly get the link for that. But I'm going to be using, yeah, real-time trains for today's one, which is very good if you're trying to find where trains are, what trains are you're trying to find. Right, so I've got the tablet here, which I've got real-time trains on. And we'll see what we'll do. Well, we'll start Eastbourne, so we'll do that. You only get one option, which is a little bit irritating. But I suppose in Scenario Planner 2.0, we might get more options. Eastbourne Platform 1, 2, 3, the sidings there, which hopefully will be good. I've actually already done that, Ram. Already done that. Hello, Dexter. Hello, Joe at Trainspotting Dawlish. You're on Dawlish now. Keep up the ace-tastic videos and streams. Cheers, Laserjet. So we'll start Eastbourne, Platform 2, and that's the only option we've got. And I suppose, yeah, Brighton Platform 7 is the only option we do have. So platforms might be slightly off as opposed to the real ones, but we can't, there's not really anything else we can do. Right, real-time trains. I'm going to put Eastbourne in. Eastbourne, and that then comes up. We're going to base it off of the December timetable. Around time, we will do... Let's say, should we do an early morning service? I don't know. What one should we do? I'm trying to think. Let's do 10 o'clock. There you go. I mean, that'll be a good one. 10 o'clock. And we'll set that for... I think London Victoria's shut at the moment, isn't it? So, let's set this one. That's quite tricky on the blooming tablet. We'll do it in April. So we'll do, I know, Thursday the 7th of April. We'll set that as our, when we're doing it. You're at Train Spotting. Oh, nice, Laser. Yeah, Laser does have his own train spotting channel. Train spotting Devon and UK. Let's see. So what trains can we do? Go into Brighton. I could even show it up on the screen actually. I could flick it back, but I don't know. No, I think I'll keep it as it is for now. So we've got a Brighton to, where is it? Origin there. 10:32. Hastings to Brighton. Let's go for that one. 2 Golf 19. Let's see. So yeah, this is on real-time trains. Let me actually show you what that looks like on the tablet. If I can bring that up and ignore the ad on it. Let me quickly try and get that up. There. Oh, no. I'll try my best. But there's a lot of light. But it tells me all the trains, all the head codes I need to know. So it makes life a much easier. It's easier. Are you running the 377? No, we're going to do the 375, which reminds me, I need to set it as an off-the-rails scenario. So, off the rails, because I don't think the 375 will come up otherwise. So, services, Eastbourne Platform 2, to Brighton. So, that's where we started at Eastbourne. This is the end marker, so this is where the train is going. And these are the stops, which I need to find. So, we're going to do 2 Golf 19. Let's click on there. But yeah, hopefully this will help out for when the Creators Club does come out. As I know a lot of people saying, oh, how do you use that, how do you do that? Which the scenario planner is very simple as opposed to the train simulator one. So it's quite easy to get things done on here. So 10:02 at Hastings, and that's going to be calling at Eastbourne 10:32. Hampden Park, Polegate, Berwick Line, Lewis Falmouth, Moulsecoomb and Brighton is pretty much a slow service. Berwick Line, Lewis Falmouth, Moulsecoomb, and not London Road. It may as well just stop at London Road, mightn't it? I think it does normally come up. So we'll confirm that. And we want to find the class 375, hence the name a blue coastway. There is 375-9 in southeastern blue. So as we've set to off the rails mode, every train we've got installed is on this list. You can search it, but I find that sometimes a bit funny as it doesn't like it, and so I'll find it. It's class 375. And realistically, that would be probably a 4-car service. So we'll go for that 4-car. We'll do loaded as well, so there's people on it. And we're going to name it. Very important. Name your trains. Don't just put 375B. Name your train. Try and use the real head codes if you can, if you're doing it off a real timetable. So that is 2 Golf 19. So I'm going to pop that in. So this is how I do it for each scenario. It's just much easier to find which ones I've done. And then I put the code in. So that's going from Hastings. Oh no, not that. HGS. Hastings. And that's going to Brighton, which is BTN. Easiest way to organise all your trains on the planner. And then we'll enter that. That was starting at 10:30 from Eastbourne. So what I'm going to do is I'll set the starting time of the scenario to 10:30. So you've got a couple of minutes to set up. It only goes in 5 minutes. So we'll set as a passenger service. It's a player service. The player service is the one you're going to be driving because you're the player. So you've got to tick that. And the passenger service, it will give you passenger loading instructions. So when you get to a station, it will say, open the doors. If I didn't tick that, I'd get to the station, and straight away it would be like, go to there, go to the next one. So always do the passenger one if you're doing a passenger service. Confirm. So that is our train there. Starting at 10:30. Why can't I use my thing? Let me quickly go back out and go back in. There we go. You normally my scenarios and train 001, 002, fair enough, Decker. So that's the first one. So that's the player train done. Done and dusted. That's that one done. Now I need to find AI, which we're going to be running. Which East Coast Way, there's not going to be too many AI. Probably max 10 trains. So let's try and find what trains our train's going to see. We might not be able to get all of them in due to scenario planner restraints. There's not many spawn points. So we'll click on Eastbourne, so 10:32 Eastbourne. I don't want to pull this up on here, I might actually do that. Although sometimes when you change over it doesn't like it, so I don't want to risk it. But yeah, I wouldn't mind loading it up on the PC so you can see what I'm doing. But sometimes if I switch over it will say error, so I don't want to risk that. Although I could do. Shall we do it? Yeah, let's do it. Let's flick it over and hope it doesn't crash. If it crashes that would be quite annoying. But I'm going to flick it over. And then we can see what it looks like on the PC. That's just flicked over. Let's quickly get the. Actually, no, we won't keep that. We won't have the webcam for this bit, as it's going to go over the real-time train stuff. There's the stream, and that's us changing over real-time trains, and we're Eastbourne. So we put Eastbourne in. Eastbourne. You got all the ads there. Just ignore that. Eastbourne. In fact, I could put the webcam. I could. No, let me bring the webcam on, because otherwise it looks a bit sort of dead, doesn't it? Let's pop that up to the top right, because there's not really much up there, which you'll see on real-time trains, apart from the search bar. 387 should be AI Southern Service. Well, it could be. I mean, that might be a scenario I've done, actually. So Eastbourne, I think we were doing it for the 7th of April. I'm going to bring the chat up on here so I can see what everyone's doing. And it was, what, 10... We'll do 10 o'clock, just because that gives us a bit more leeway then for what we're doing. You don't need to use real-time trains. It's not essential. But if you want to have a real timetable, it's much easier. Just bringing the chat up. So Eastbourne, 10 o'clock. Let's have a look. So if we do detailed, that just gives us so much more information. It would be nice if we could scroll along a little bit, but that's just my PC. Let's just see. What's our service? We were 2 Golf 19. This is our service here, which we're trying to replicate. Let's see. What one? We can't do the Ashford International one, as that will be a diesel 170 or 171. I think 171. So we can't do that. Let's see. Richard Hayes. That's our one there. So what's the nearest one? That leaves at 10:39. Okay. So I'll change our service, I think, to 10:35. Then that might be the best option. So yeah, we got this one here. Oh, Horsham. We probably could pop that one in as well. Whereabouts is that one going? From Horsham, what way is it going to be taken? I suppose we could even make that, since it's late, running late. So we do see that coming along. 9:35 at Eastbourne, but leaves at 10:26. Okay, so that will probably be ahead of us. No, we won't be able to put. No, we won't be able to pop that in, actually, as we can't put it into a portal. But yeah, these are all the trains which we will probably see. We'll probably see this one here. Let's switch that back over to the console so we can see the TV. But yeah, that's real-time trains. This makes it much easier to find what services you want to put in. So just a little look at what you can do with that. Anyway, yeah, we need to put AI in. Let's see. So I'm going to set our one, I think, to click on there, edit details. We're going to set that to 10:35, as it leaves at 10:39, not 10:32. Let's see. So our train is quite a slow and tedious process. You spend hours making scenarios. So bear with me as I'm trying to find all the information which we need. Let's see, Eastbourne. Yeah, that was a look at real-time trains, which is good for making scenarios if you want to base it off a real timetable. If not, do whatever. Let's have a look. So yeah, we are 2 Golf 19. The Ashford one terminates. I don't think we actually will see anything. No, there's one into Eastbourne sidings, which unfortunately we can't pop in because of the scenario planner restraints. It doesn't have spawn locations for the depot. So there's not really a lot which we'll see. Destination all that goes before us. The next one after us is the Ashford one, but that's 10 minutes after, so we won't actually see anything for a little while. So the next one I'm looking at is service from London Victoria, which terminates at Eastbourne, so we will see that. That's at 10:49. So I'm going to click on that. That's one Foxtrot Awesome Quicker. That's one Foxtrot 14. And that does London Victoria, and it gets to Eastbourne at 10:49. So our scenario starts at 10:35. That's when we're spawn in. So we want to have that train where it is at 10:35. So that train will be at around Polegate at 10:30. Well, 10:39 it gets to Polegate. So we'll set the starting time as 10:40. So let's add that. So we're going to add some AI. So we'll do Polegate. What platform will it be? I don't know what platform it will be. Platform 1 or 2? Platform 1? No, not platform 1. Platform 2. So we'll add that in. Platform 2. And that goes to Eastbourne. And that one's going to be calling it Hampden Park on the way. Right, that's that one there. And that will be most likely a 377. 4 coaches. So we'll pop that in. Scroll down to 377, and this is quite confusing. If you own London, or if you own the Brighton Main Line, you'll get, well, two versions of the 377. You've got the East Coastway 377 as well as the Brighton Main Line 377. Now, I believe the top ones are the Brighton Main Line 377s and the bottom ones are the East Coastway 377s. But I think we're probably going to do... I think we'll probably do the Brighton Main Line one as it's better. So we're going to do that. So we'll do this one. It is quite quicker, but then it is a scenario planner tutorial, so it is going to be quiet. And it is school work, so I did expect it. We'll do, yeah, 4-car, this one here. So that should be a Brighton Mainline 377. So that one is going to be under 1 Foxtrot 14. So let's pop that in, 1 Foxtrot 14, and we'll put in the codes again. So we'll do Vic for Victoria, and that is going to Eastbourne, which is EBN. So we'll do that. There you go. And that's not a player. We won't be driving that service, so I'm going to untick that. But it is going to be a passenger service. It will be stopping at stations. So let's do that. And that one's we'll have that starting at 10:40. So we'll wait 4 minutes once the scenario, so about 5 minutes, and then it will finally go. Just then it sort of sticks to the real timetable. Something which the scenario plan on here doesn't have is then you can set trains to get to stations at certain times. As on the train simulator scenario workshop planner thing, you can change the timetables for the trains. So it could start 10:40, get to Hampden Park at 10:40. So you could change all of that. But on here, it's quite simple, so you can't. So we'll confirm that. So that's the next. That's the next AI done and dusted. Now, what else are we going to see on today's journey? What time is the road? Oh, it is the road map today, isn't it? Completely always forget about that. It would be GMT, it would be 4 PM. BST, that's not on at the moment. But yeah, it would be 4 PM GMT. So that is an hour and a half. So let's see what else we've got. 1 Foxtrot 14. I'm tempted to flick it over again, but then I don't know if... Do you want to see the real-time train screen? Go on Eastbourne sidings. See, this takes me hours usually, so I'm trying to go through it as quickly as I can. 11:06, there's one to London Victoria, we won't see that. There is one from Brighton to Hastings at 11:11. It gets to Eastbourne at 11:11, so we will be seeing that. That's 1 Golf 24. That'll be cool, quicko. And that leaves Brighton at 10:30, so we're going to set that from Moulsecoombe. So Moulsecoombe, I think it's the slightly longer platform at Moulsecoombe going towards... Yeah. So Brighton to Eastbourne, so this is the path it's going to be taking. If you do Brighton to Seaford, well, it will take you towards Seaford as Sutherland Junction will be set to go towards Seaford. So you will do Brighton to Eastbourne, so that's where we're going. And that's going to be ending at Eastbourne platform number 1, but we can't do that, so we'll do number 3. And what stops is that train going to be taking? Falmer, Lewis, Glyne, Berwick, Polegate, Hampton, all of them pretty much. Falmer, Lewis, Glyne, Berwick, Polegate, Hampden Park. A class 37 in there? No, probably not. And we shall do that. And that will come under as a 377, I'd say. A 377. Well, no, because we're going to be basing it off South Eastern. We'll do it as a 375. So we'll do it as a 375. And that will be a 4-coach. There we go. And the name of that is 1 Golf 24. So we'll pop that in, 1 Golf 24. BTN to, let's go into Hastings, so HDS. There you go, that's that. That's not our service, so we're going to untick that, but it is a passenger service, so we are going to tick that. And we'll set Moulsecoombe, we'll set it to leave Moulsecoombe at 10:35. That's only 1 minute, later than it would do in real life, but we can't really do much about that. Will you drive the scenario? Yes. That's sort of part of testing it. Hello, Jasper. There you go. That's our next service in. So we've got 3. Well, we've got our player train and 2 AI services so far. And yeah, the website I am using to find the timetable is Real Time Trains. And the scenario of the scenario is that Southeastern have taken over the Brighton to Hastings and Orr services, hence the name Blue Coastway. Right, so I think that's all the services which we'll see on the Eastbourne section of the route. I'm just going to check though if it loads. 1111, Victoria. Oh, we might see that one. Let's have a look. There's one from London Victoria to Orr. I might be able to pop that one in, but it's a bit tricky at times. Probably not. I doubt it. Well, we might. Hello, Papan. I was trying to think. We could try and pop that in, but it would be sort of static at Lewes, so it wouldn't move until we're there. Lewes platform 1. I don't think you can do. Oh, you can. Brilliant. Blue Cursor, yes. Although, due to scenario planner restraints, it won't actually be going to Eastbourne, it will be going to Newhaven Aggregate Terminal siding. Although our train will be past it before it even moves, so you won't notice that if you are playing the scenario. So we're going to have it as that. And that will be a 377. So we'll go down and find that. 377. 377. Hello, Mint, I'm all good. And the top ones are the BML ones, bottom ones are the East Coastway ones. BML ones are better, so we're going to use the BML one. Although, do I want it saying it's going to Newhaven? Not really. No, we'll do it as this one. 377-4 loaded. And that comes on the 387s are doing Hastings. They are at them, well, they were doing them Owen. But we're going to do it as 377s for now, as Southern 377. Yeah, it's a bit annoying quicker, isn't it? 1 Foxtrot 16, that one comes under. Which, yeah, it's always easier naming them under head codes if you are doing a real timetable. Makes it less confusing. 1 Foxtrot 16. And these are the codes what the trains have to identify themselves. So, well, 1 Foxtrot 14 could be a Brighton to somewhere service. Just easier. How you doing, John? And that is going from Vic. So, Victoria. That's just the 3-letter station code. And that's going to be going to Orr. So, Orr. There we go. That's that. And that one is not a player service, although it is a passenger service. And we'll have that be leaving Lewes at... So this is going to be tricky, because if that one's able to go before the service from Molescombe, we'll set it to leave at 11, so it will be running slightly later than usual. 3 minutes late. Oh well, we'll do it as 11. 11 o'clock. There's that. So we've now got 3 AI services in. So it does take, I mean, it's 25 minutes it's been, and we've only got 4 trains in. It does take a little while to get all of them in. It's quite a tedious process, especially if we're doing a busy route. Right, let's see what else we might come across. Let's see. I've still got it set to Eastbourne at 10:40. And I'm just sort of going along to see which ones are going from Brighton. Those are the ones we'll see. Let's see, Origin is on the Victoria or 1 Foxtrot 16. We've already got that one in, so it's much easier seeing the services. 2 Golf 23. We won't see that, as that will be behind us. Any ones from Brighton or London Victoria? 1 Foxtrot 18. Have we got that one? We haven't got that one, although we won't see that one. No, that's too late. But yeah, I thought I'd pop this together just so you guys can sort of see how to use Scenario Planner, just to get, well, a tedious postman. Right, Origin, Brighton. Okay, there we go. We've got another one. 1 Golf 28. That could probably be one we see. So we'll click on that. So yeah, I'm using real-time trains. 1 Golf 28, 11:30 Brighton to Hastings. I'll get you the link as well if you do want to sort of, well, this will actually take you to the page I'm looking at. This is the page I'm looking at the moment. Which in fact, I'll flick it back over. So you can see what I'm on about. Don't be an error, don't be... We're all good, there's no error. Sometimes it likes to give us an error. So this is the screen I'm looking at the moment, but on the tablet. So I was looking at, what was it? 1 Golf 28, which comes under, if we click 1 hour. I'm looking at this service, where is it? 1 Golf 28, where's it gone? Brighton 11:30, 1 Golf 28. It's only a blimmin' somewhere, isn't it? Yeah, 11:30 from Brighton. What time does it get to Eastbourne then? 12:11. Okay, 1 more hour. Quickly click that. 1 Golf 28. This is the one I'm looking at. So it starts at Brighton and it goes to Hastings. So what time does that start at Brighton? 11:30. Our scenario starts at 10:30. So we might not actually see that service. No, I don't think we're going to see that one, as we'll probably get to Brighton at around 11:15. So no, we won't see that one. So we can leave that one. It's just trying to find services we'll see. We won't see the ones coming from behind. 1 Foxtrot 18. We haven't done that one, although I doubt we'll see that one, as that one's too late. I'll have a look though. Lewis, that's the start of the route. No, we won't see that one. So I think we've done all of the Eastbourne services we would see on that stretch of the line. So we'll now go to the Seaford services. Actually, I'm not actually going to flick that back yet. We'll set it to Lewis. That's sort of the next major station along the line. So we'll do Lewis. And what time would we be getting there? We'd be getting there around 10:35 at Eastbourne. We'll be leaving, or 10:39. So we'll get there around 11 o'clock. So we'll set that for 10:50 to be on the safe side. 10:50, and we should then be able to search that. Right, here we are. These are all the trains which we might be able to pop in. Remember, you don't need to use real-time trains. I'm just going off a real timetable for today's scenario. If you're making up your own scenario timetable, then go ahead. But yeah, I'm basing it on a real run. Let's see. So we got one from Seaford at 10:41. Could have that one going ahead of us. But yeah, these are all the trains I'm really working on at the moment, seeing which ones we can pop in. So what about this one here? Leave Seaford. What time does it get? 35 past. It will be. We'll probably put it to South East, I'd say, for 10:35. Lewis at 10:41. So that one will be just ahead of us, and that gets to Brighton at platform 8. So let's do this one. Let's flick back to the console screen. Hopefully, as it does like to do that sometimes. There we go. Back we go. The roadmap's out, is it already? Oh, blimmin' heck. Well, we can't do it just yet. Roadmap is out, or we can't do it now. We're streaming. So yeah, we're going to work off of 2 Charlie 23. So let's put that one in. We'll set it to start South East, as that's where it will be at around the time. South East to Brighton platform 8, perfect. And that all stops to Brighton, and we'll have that under a as a 313. So we'll do that as a free coach loaded, and we shall do 2 Charlie 23, and that's coming from Seaford. So SEF is the code for that, and that is going to Brighton. There you go, that's that one. You can confirm what? It comes out early now, doesn't it? Player service. It's not a player service, so we'll untick that. It is a passenger service, so we'll tick that, and we'll set that to start at 10:35. So I doubt we will actually see that, but it's still good to have it in. See, Dynamic Billboards. Well, that's still quite cool. Yeah, so we probably won't see that, although we'll see it once we get to Brighton, so that will be as AI. Although thinking about it, I don't know if we should pop that one in, because it will get to Brighton, have 10 minutes, then it will be going back. So it might not actually be a good idea to pop that one in. I'm thinking, should we pop that one in? PIS or Rapid Transit already has PIS. Well, on the stations. I don't know if we'll pop. I don't think we'll pop that one in. I don't think that would be a good idea to pop that one in. Or will it? No, probably not. That should be the next service out of Brighton. Right, let's see. I'm just checking the Lewis one for trains which we might come across. Let's quickly come out of there. So yeah, it's a slow and tedious process. It's sort of working out which trains you'll see, which trains you shouldn't put in, like that one. 1 Golf 24, 10:46. Have we got 1 Golf 24? We've already got 1 Golf 24. It is here. 1 Foxtrot 16. We've already got that one. Brighton to Seaford. We haven't got that one. 2 Charlie 22. We might come across that service. Yeah, we might come across that one. So let's pop that one in. So 10:35. That hasn't even left Brighton. So yeah, we probably will see that one. So yeah, that is 2 Charlie 22. Awesome ramps. Let's do that. That's coming from Brighton platform 8. and that is going to Seaford. What stations is that calling at? London Road, so all stations pretty much, apart from New Haven Harbour, which is a bit weird. London Road, Moulsecoombe, Falmouth, Lewes, South. Oh, is it stopping at South East? Yeah, South East, but not New Haven Harbour. I don't know why they're not stopping at New Haven Harbour. New Haven Town, and then Bishopstone. We'll have that as a 313. Class 313. That'll be a 3 coach one. And that was 2 Charlie 22. 2 Charlie 22, Brighton to Seaford. So we'll put that in. 2 Charlie 22, BTN to SEF. Enter. And that one will have a starting time of 10:40. Yeah, we'll go for 10:40. And that's not a player service, so we'll untick that. But it is a passenger service, so we'll go for that. So we've now got 4 AI trains in and 1 player train. So we're slowly getting there. It's a slow and tedious process. I mean, it's even worse on TS as there's much more to do. So this is easy, and well, it takes a lot less time. We've got 42 people in, so thanks all for coming in. Right, what's the next one we might see? Shall I flick it back to real-time trains? Yeah, I'll give it a go. Although hopefully it won't crash, as sometimes it does. Please don't crash. We're all good. There we go. So we're going back to real-time trains. Which is a train we might next see? So we've just done 2 Charlie 22, which was this one here. That's our train, I think. Yeah, that's our train. We're 2 Golf 19. So we might see that one. Might see it. Or we might actually have to wait for that one coming across the junction, which will be quite cool. What's the next one we might see? We won't see that one, as we get there at 11:04, so that's way out. So we won't actually see any other services apart from that. Let's have a look though. Have we got any ahead of us? Origin Seaford, 10:41. Brighton to Hastings. I don't think we'll see that. Okay, we'll pop this one back in. We did sort of know about this one, didn't we? We'll pop this one back in. So we'll spawn that at about South East at 10:35. Right, let's switch back to the game screen. Right, back we are on the game screen. So we're going to be doing 2 Charlie 23 again. And we'll spawn that in at South East. South East, platform 1. Brighton platform 8. That will stop in all stations. And that is a class 313. Class 313, 3 coaches, and that was 2 Charlie 23, 223, and that is Seaford to BTN. Always easier putting the real head codes in because then you know where trains are going. We'll spawn that in. That will leave at 11:35 at South East. No, 10:35. Yeah, 10:35 at South East. It's not our service. We're not going to be driving it, so we'll only set it as a passenger service. Boom. So we've got more AI in. We're getting there. But it's quite a slow process. They stop at New Haven Harbour often because hardly anyone uses the station anymore. That'd be good, Ram. Hello, Daniel's Trains. How are you? How's everyone doing? Hempen. Hopefully everyone's all well. Right. What's the next one we might see? I won't flick it for this one. So we've done Lewes, and that's sort of the next major point. Where that one? Any beforehand going to odds? Hello. 1 Foxtrot 18. We haven't got that one. That one's going to Eastbourne 11:26. Oh, we won't see that one then. Brighton to Seaford 11:28. We might see that one. 2 Charlie 24. Let's see. Brighton at 11:11. Okay, we might see that one. There might be a chance we see that one. Let's pop that one in then. So that would be Brighton to Seaford, 2 Charlie 24. Oh, hello, we can't start it there. Just thinking, yeah, we can't start it there. We might have to move that one there. When does 2 Charlie 22 leave? 10:40. I've got an idea. See, this is sort of the thing about train sim work. It's quite hard to do the things on here. So we'll start that one at London Road, which is the next station along. London Road, platform. What's the longer one? I think it's platform 2. Where's that one going? Brighton to Seaford, I think that one was, wasn't it? I forgot it now. What service was that? 2 Where's that one going? 2 Charlie 22. That's going to Seaford. We'll set that edit timetable, and we'll start that at London Road, so then it frees up the slot at Brighton Platform 8. So you will have to do this. You will have to alter it around. So you're going to Seaford. We can change. We can keep all of that the same. Keep all of that the same. But that will be a 313. So we'll scroll down to 313. Have that as a 3-car one. And we're just going to change the time of it as well. So that was 2 Charlie 22. Edit details, and we'll have that leaving at 11:45. So we'll pop that up. There we go. Right, so that then frees up the slot for 2 Charlie 24, which is from Brighton Platform 8 to Seaford. So Brighton Platform 8, and that's going to be going to Seaford Platform 2, and that's going to be calling at pretty much all stops apart from South East and New Haven Harbour. There we go. Easy as that to put a service in. Class 313, that is a 3-coach one, and that is going from, well, that is 2 Charlie 24 BTN to Seaford, which is SEF. Enter. That's not a player service, that's a passenger service, and that leaves Brighton at 11:11, so we'll set that as 11:10, as that's sort of the closest we can get. Boom. There we go. That's another AIM. We're getting there. Hello, Ron. This is worse than a maths lesson. How you doing, Ron? And hello, Rob. How are you as well? Oh, I see Daniel. Hello, NG. No worries, NG. Hopefully it is helpful, as I know I'm going in quite in-depth with the real-time trains and all that sort of stuff. Is this... no, this is not beta. Everyone has the scenario planner. But it is good to use real-time trains if you are basing off a real timetable. Much easier to use. And I'll show you the screen I'm looking at the moment, so you know which one I'm looking at. This is the screen I'm looking at the moment. That's the one I'm looking at. Right, so we've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, 7 AI trains and 1 player train. What comes next? I think that's about it, because we can't do Brighton Mainline AI as spawn points, where we only get, if I go like this, we've used all of, well, there's Brighton Platform 6, that's the only one we can do now. Although we can't send that up the Brighton Mainline, so we sort of have to leave the Brighton Mainline and West Coastway services. We can't pop them in. Right, let's see. What else might we come across? I'm going to flick it back to... So go back on the PC screen. Let's see. So we've just done 2 Charlie 24, which comes under as this service. I doubt we'll see any more services. We could put one in behind us. Brighton to Hastings. That'll probably be our one going back out. Let's have a look. Seaford. No, we won't see that one. That won't even start before we get to Brighton, so we can leave that. There was. Let's pop in Brighton. I'm just thinking, what one does our one get into? We go into Brighton Platform. Well, realistically, we're going to Brighton Platform 8, but there's no spawn, no end marker for that, so we're going to have to go into 7. Is there anything going from Brighton Platform 6 which we could put in to be static, so it wouldn't actually move or go anywhere? Brighton, and we'll pop that as, we'll do it for 11:10. Anything from Platform 6 we could pop in. Probably going to be Thameslink, isn't it? Oh, we could pop that one in. Platform 6, 11:09. Okay, that one will be gone. Platform 6, I'm looking out for. This one here. Okay, 1 Whiskey 42. We might be able to pop that one in. Actually, what would be the one after that? 1 Whiskey 42. 1 Mike 55. That we might see that service. Well, we probably will see it, but it will be static. So we'll have the starting time as really late. So we're going to pop this one in now. So let's go back to the game screen. Hopefully I'm not being too technical or anything like that. I suppose I can do a more basic one at some point. Hello Pig, how are you? Probably flight sim today quicker as well. Adding a freight. No freight trains at the moment on the route. So no, there won't be any freight. Hello Randall. Add a 66. I suppose we could do some sort of engineering train. I've done that on one of my scenarios. No, that's not my tablet quicker, no. It shows how much I've going to put into DLCs and things like the BML. That's true, yeah. I mean, this has taken me 42 minutes to pop in these. And just imagine 1,000 services. 1,400 services. Imagine that. 42 minutes we've been able to do this. And when you do that, it's more complex as well. Is Creators Club beta? It will be a beta, yeah. So we're going to pop in one mic 55, but that's going to be a static service. So we'll have it so it doesn't actually move for the whole thing. So add Brighton Platform 6. We'll have that. It won't actually go here. And we'll set it as London Road, because it's not actually going to really go anywhere. And we'll set that as an East Coastway for it. Yeah, I think I'll set that as an East Coastway 377, so then it won't come up saying where it's actually going. I don't know. Now we'll have it as a BML one. 377, and we'll have that as a 12 coach train. We'll have it as a BML one, and we'll set that as one mic 55 BTN to Vic. We'll do a bit of that. So that's that, and we'll have that set to 12 o'clock. So then by the time we get there, it will still be there, sitting there, not moving. That's not a player service, that's a passenger service, and I think that is pretty much it for AI. I mean, we could pop in a class 66 as a little extra, but I think we've already got quite a bit of AI, so I don't know. Do we add a little freight service in? Which might just be at New Haven, and it might not move, and I know. No, I think we'll keep it as it is. Let's test the scenario, and we'll also get our, was it 4 screenshots, royal fan shots? So I think that is all of the AI we can pop in. Which, yeah, it does seem about right. I did say about 10, didn't I? 9, 10. It's nothing at the moment, Rob. This is the scenario planner, not the Creators Club. How do you make it so the AI services move? We've just gone into that south main, mate. All of these will be moving. Pretty much set a start and end point and make sure it has a starting time which matches when your train goes, and you'll be all good. Right, so the Blue Coastway. Let's do it. Let's go in. So we're now going to test the scenario to see if it works. And I can't stress enough, test the scenario before you upload it. Because, you know, if there's a train or red light, people won't play it and then they won't like it. So test the scenarios. Blue Coastway, let's go. Class 37 wouldn't really be realistic, really. Unless we put it in as some sort of engineering train. Well, let's go in. 2 Golf 19, Hastings to Brighton. I just keep it as that. Keep it as realistic as possible. And we're in the class 375. Let's get the doors unlocked. And yeah, we want to start getting our screenshots. So I usually get one as soon as we've started. Oh, okay, let's change that. I don't think it will have Brighton on it, will it? Well, it might. No, so we're going to have to keep that as not insert. Or special. No, we'll have it as special. Or just location not listed, so it's blank. Yeah, we'll have it as blank. There you go. Let's get the headlights on. So we should see our AI moving about. Red Coastway. That'll be alright. Yeah, maybe we could ram, maybe. Thanks to Febrian, who has just subscribed. Right, so we're due out of here. What time were we due out? 39 past. So in each of my scenarios, which you will find on the Creators Club, I've listed the timetable. So when you're supposed to leave at each station, when you're supposed to get there. So if you do download one of my scenarios, whenever I do pop them up, when I do upload them, I've got everything ready to send. As soon as it goes live, I can upload them. Let's see. What was I going to try and find? Oh yes, I think we're due out at 39, aren't we? Yeah, I've got everything ready, so when the Creators Club does come out, I can get them uploaded straight away with all the bits I need. So yeah, looking forward to it. I will do RAM. Yes, I've got my scenarios on PC waiting to upload, and well, this one when the Creators Club does come. But yeah, when I do upload them, in the descriptions I'll have it send the timetable. So if you do try one of my scenarios, make sure you check the description. And then you'll be able to know when the train's supposed to leave and when it's supposed to get there. Obviously that's when Creators Club's out and I've uploaded them. So we're due at 39 past. Let's get our screenshots. Always get one sort of from the side. So let's do a bit of that. So you need to get 4 screenshots, I believe. How do you take railfan shots on PlayStation? I think it's right analog stick down, isn't it? And then down on the D-pad. There we go, that's our first screenshot. We'll upload that to Dovetail Live. Wait for it to say upload successful. There you go. Do double check though, sometimes it does say failed. Cool. So we're due at 39 past. Lovely. You're thinking of making a scenario which will be split in 2 parts. Fair enough, Ram. Yeah, it is fun making scenarios, especially when you can share them. Because when you can't, I just like sharing things I do. You know, content creator, like making videos which you guys can see. Same with scenarios. I just don't like making scenarios when it's just me playing them. So I do like to make things. Oh, it's a rail fan shot. A rail man shot? Did I say rail man shot? A rail fan shot. Well, that's a good point. That's a very good question, actually, Quicko. If you are thinking of uploading to the Creators Club, you'll need 4 rail fans. Well, you can. Well, I think you do need 4. Yeah, I think they did say you do need 4. So you'll need 4 shots. So what you do is you do right analog stick down and hold down on the D-pad. If you're on PC, it's Control F10. That will snapshot your game and upload it to Dovetail Live. So when you go into the Creators Club to pick your screenshots, it will be Dovetail Live shots. So don't get mixed up with Steam screenshots or PlayStation and Xbox screenshots. It's Dovetail screenshots. So it's a different way. Maybe Ram. We'll have to wait and see. Right, let's get the door shut and we shall get going. So it is fairly quiet, but then it is Scenario Planner. It is fairly basic at the moment. If this was Train Simulator, I'd probably have quite a few services, static services in the depot there, maybe one in the siding, you know, a few odd bits around. But for now, that's all we can do. Right, let's get the AWS on. I completely forgot about that. And let's get going. So first station stop is Hampden Park. I'll keep the HUD on so you can see all the time and all that sort of stuff. Just as we are testing the scenario. So yeah, we are testing the scenario. Hello, Atik. So that was about 50 minutes that was putting that together. And that's only a small scenario. If you're doing one on the Brighton main line, that'll take hours with all the AI on there. Yeah, hopefully it has been helpful so far. Hopefully it hasn't been too technical or hopefully no one's got confused yet. But I do like basing my scenarios off real things. I know this isn't really a real thing, but hello Gamecast, how are you? And Atik, how are you both doing? Let's get going. I suppose it's better to be technical, really. Yeah. Oh, let's put that down. Yeah, you want to get 4 screenshots for 4 railfan shots as you go along. Get more if you want. I think they did say you can browse through. Well, I think one of the first streams they did say you could browse through all of your railfan shots. Now, if we look on the map, we should see AI moving about. Which I think the first one was at Polegate, wasn't it? There you go. There's one of our trains there we popped in. So the description of this scenario is that South Eastern have taken over the Brighton to Orr and Hastings services. So that's why we're in a 375. Let's get that up. But yeah, making scenarios is brilliant. It's great fun. How you doing, Jackie Dory? Will I post this on Creators Club when it comes out? Yeah. Yeah, I will try and make regular scenarios for it, so. Off we go. We'll probably only do British scenarios, though, as I don't know about the German ones. I don't know all the ins and outs about them, so. Probably just be doing British scenarios. Right, coming up on Hampden Park. Let's pop that down. Yeah, I'll keep the HUD on just so you guys can see what time trains meet and, you know, what times things happen. And also I will bring up the real-time trains timetable as well. Oh, see you, Teak. Hello, Gear. I'm all good. How are you? And yeah, if anyone wants to see any other tutorials on the scenario planner, feel free just to say I want another one at some point. Or maybe we can do that. Maybe we can have a stream each week where we just make a scenario. Maybe not every week, but yeah, just while we make a scenario and play it. Hopefully, RAM. So we haven't added the Ashford services, but then we haven't got any diesel train, and we won't be able to put them out of the map. So they'll just be blocking us, and there'll be a red light. You're eating a cream egg, lovely cooker. Have you got the gold one though, whatever it is, the white and chocolate one? Let's open the doors. So yeah, something you can do on TS, which hopefully we will see in Scenario Planner 2.0, is that you can make trains go off of the map. So say for the Ashford International service, if that was ahead of us, we could have it start at Eastbourne, up to Hampden Park, and then off this way, and there'd be like a little marker where you could click, and I'd go that way, and it would go off of the map. So hopefully we can see that in the new Scenario Planner. Oh, sorry to hear, Gear, but it's good to hear you're better though. Right, let's have a look at our service. We were 2 Golf 19, weren't we? No, not. Hang on, that 1 Yankee 55. There we are. Right, let's switch back to the real-time trains. Right, switch back to this. So it seems Hampden Park we are due. Don't be mistaken by this one. 10:43 we're due out of here. Then Polegate 10:47. If anyone can remember this, would be brilliant. So these are all our times here, so that's what we're going to be going off. So I think we can get the doors. Oh, AI train. There's an AI train coming. Right, screenshot opportunity. You know, I'm going to wait for that to come to a stop, so we might run a little bit late, but it does mean we can get a good shot of this coming in. Sorry to hear quick, I'm sure it should be all good. Be out in no time. Let's change that back to that. Right, I'm waiting here purposely as I want to get a screenshot of this train. It's always good to sort of add AI to the screenshots and all that. As if you used to leave it all blank, people will be like, oh, must be an empty scenario. No fun. Don't go too far. No, it's gone too far, I think. No, there we go. Boom. We've added another train to it. Let's get back in and let's get going. But yeah, make sure your screenshots are good. Or just make sure there's life to them. Don't have a screenshot where it's just looking up at the sky or something like seagulls. Have, I don't know, try and get, if you've got special AI in it, try and get that AI in. Good to Teak, I'm all good. Hello Mr. Adams, hello all the trains. You've created a free S7 GWR livery. Do you think I'll be able to upload this to Creators Club? I'm sure you would be able to, all the trains, yeah. Well, they did say about branding, didn't they? And also another little thing I sometimes do for scenarios, getting real fan shots. These are for my PC ones. I'd make make another scenario, put the 2 trains together same time, just so it's a bit easier to get screenshots. But we'll do this for now. And off we go. That 377 is the East Coastway one. I think it was Owen, yeah. So we might have a bit of a mix then of London Commuter and East Coastway ones, but it doesn't matter too much as the AI. I know on PC the top ones are the BML ones, the bottom ones are the East Coastway ones. Maybe it's different on this one. Where's the Creators Club located? It's not out yet. Yeah, it's not out. There's no release date at the moment. Will you do another points challenge sometime? Well, maybe at some point. Funfair, yeah. How you doing, Funfair? How do you take a rail fan shot on PC? It's Control F10. Not to be mistaken by the Steam screenshots, which are F12, I think. Yeah, who'd like to see more of these sorts of streams? Sort of making scenarios on stream. I mean, it is quite enjoyable making scenarios, and most of the time I spend hours doing them. So I suppose it would be in a longer stream. But this will be today's TSW stream. Pop that down to 35. That should be coming up. Awesome, Quicko. Make notes. Good to hear, Funfair. I'm all good. And yeah, when Creators Club does come out, whenever that may be, I will upload this. Same with my other scenarios. I'll upload them to the clubs, and you can try them out if you want. Awesome, NG. That would be nice. Yeah, you probably won't want to see. Well, if you wanted to see a very long stream, that would be a train simulator scenario. Making a scenario on there, they take forever to make, because you have to do all the timetable stuff, and it's all a bit more complex. Although I wouldn't do a stream on there as it crashes a lot. On we go. Yeah, sounds good, Ron. Can you create scenarios for TS? You sure can, Andy. How you doing, Andy? In fact, I do have some scenarios for TS. Hello, Yoshi. Are you making the Creators Club? Am I making the... No, I'm not a developer. Although, looking forward to it, though. Right, here we are at Polegate. Would be nice if the PIS did work in Scenario Planner stuff, but I suppose you would need a timetable. Maybe in Scenario Planner 2.0, when we can maybe do timetables, we'll be able to see the PIS working. And here we are. Yeah, I know there is a roadmap out. I'll do a video after this on it. Here we are. Yeah, I'm good, Miss Adams. How are you? Exactly, Funfair, yeah. If you're making another AI service, do all the details for it. Make sure you don't have it ticked as a player service, as otherwise it'll put you into that one, which you don't want. So make sure it's not a player service. How you doing, Yoshi? I suppose we could do a stream one day of making a TS scenario. It's much more complicated, and the game probably would crash a few times. But I suppose we could at some point. Do a little short one. How did you do that? What? This is Scenario Planner, Mr. Adams. Let's get the door shut. So I tend to get screenshots of AI, just to train on its own. If there's a red light, try and get out of the red lights, and it just shows people that it's not going to be a green through run, that you will be coming up to yellows and reds and all that sort of stuff. So try and get interesting screenshots, things that will let players know what they're going to be coming across in that scenario. Awesome, Funfest, all good? Right, let's get going. Yeah, so make sure you make the screenshots interesting. So yeah, of AI you've got on the route, just so it shows players there's AI on that route. Of a red or yellow lights, and it means there's a bit of a challenge to it. Things that let people know what they're going to be coming across. That's sort of the one thing you sort of look at on the Steam Workshop when you look at a scenario. You look at the screenshots, just to see if there's anything interesting going on. So in quite a lot of them, there's only sort of one screenshot, which is not really that interesting. So it's good to get those screenshots in. Awesome, Matik. Let's Beric next. Off we go. But yeah, I will upload this scenario when Creators Club comes out. No, you can't NG. No, it has to be A to B, which is something I hope we do see in Scenario Planner 2.0. Hopefully we get A to B, then you can go B to C. You know, you can do return trips. Yeah, at the moment it's only A to B. Although you could do a part 2 of the scenario, so you could do part 2 where you then go back. Obviously it would be nice to do it all in one. And also something I would recommend when Creators Club does come out, I've got my sort of descriptions ready already, so when Creators Club does come out I can get on it and, well, it'll be all ready to go. Is, I believe, well, from what we saw last night on the preview of the Creators Club, it doesn't tell you how long the scenario is, so you'd be clicking on it, you won't know how long it is. So in the descriptions, which is very handy to players, especially on the Steam Workshop, put, say, I don't know, difficulty, easy, duration, 50 minutes, just so people know how long the scenario is going to be. Makes it so much more helpful. Because when I'm trying to, you know, find a scenario to do a video on, if there's no duration, I won't sort of know, well, you know, how long things are going to be. So yeah, I would recommend that. I'll be doing that like I do on my Steam Workshop scenarios when the Creators Club comes out. I'll put like a difficulty, duration, so then people know, you know, what it's going to be like and how long it's going to be. That would be cool, NG. I'm all good, Davidoff. How are you? Hopefully you're all well. Right, coming up on Beric. Let's bring that down. Right, I think we might come across another train here. Actually, probably not. There was that one at Lewis, wasn't there? I think we set that for 10... So we might not. No, might not. But yeah, I've tried to base this off the real timetable. You don't need to do that. You can make your own timetables, and I just find it... I just prefer doing real things, so... While basing it off the real timetable. Right, and here we are. This is Beric coming in quite quick. Let's pop that down. It does feel weird having the hard on this route, but I thought I'd keep it on so you guys can see what times we're due in and that sort of stuff. Here we are. 2 to 4 car stop. Well, I think realistically you do meet a train here. I know on the standard timetable you always meet stuff here. It will be on Xbox Fatigue, but it's not out. No, it's not out yet. Are we going to come across another train? Yeah, we are. Yeah, Berwick seems to be one of those meeting points. So I'll get another screenshot, as I think that will be a southeastern one. Right, we are due out of Berwick at 10:53, so we're a minute late. But I'm going to wait, just so we can get a screenshot of that other train. Maybe we'll take it slow, then try and get it. Awesome, Davidoff. You've got a contract to do, lovely. Here we are. I'm going to get another screenshot there. That probably will replace the original one I did. I quite like that with the downs in the background. Let's get the door shut. But yeah, try and capture that other train coming along. I mean, they do say 4 screenshots. Try and get as many as you can. So then when it does come to uploading it, you can pick the best ones. Hello, Biggs. How are you? It is Gline next. But yeah, at the moment we are testing the scenario. So if you want to see how we made it, how we put all the AI on, do go back in the stream. But yeah, we're testing it out at the moment. Right, that other train should be coming along. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in the ready position to take a shot of it. So I think I'll do... Yeah, I think I'll do one of these shots. Sort of where we look from the side of this one. Train comes along, we take the shot. Yeah, let's try and get... I'm getting ready. Right, here it is. Yeah, that will... Oh, I'm not too happy with that. That's because we're moving. You can see it's a little bit blurred. But that can be a contender. Let me try and get around to this side quick. We'll try and get... too late. Right, go on, next. So it's not too bad, was it? I know, I think it will be downscaled, so... Anyway, let's get going. 3.6 miles. Do the 465 after. We're just going to do this scenario. Although, if you do want to see another scenario stream at some point, do let me know. It's quite fun. It's fun making scenarios, and it's something different as well. So that was another AI service. Where's the next one? I think the next one will be... Yeah, you got one there. I think one comes up the Seaford branch, although I think we might have... I think that one's already gone. But yeah, East Coast Way is fairly quiet as opposed to the other routes. So making a scenario on there will take much longer. .7. Lovely. On we go. So we've got, how many screenshots have we got so far? Ones which are sort of different. I think in total we've got about 5 screenshots. Although it's always good to get more. Yeah, good to see a big sum, all good. We've got 2 of the AI, 1 on its own. I want like a yellow or red signal at some point. Try and take a picture of that. Well, I think it is a fairly clear through run, this one. Ah, see you, Ram. But yeah, when you do your descriptions for the Creators Club, well, I'll be doing what I do for the Steam Workshop, as I was saying a few minutes ago, where you have the difficulty and the duration of it. So I suppose it would be easy if it was green throughs the whole way, fairly easy. Maybe a hard scenario if there was lots of reds chasing yellows. So try and sort of, oh god, yeah, try and set a difficulty for it. On we go. Hello Pete, how are you? Another old tractor release set. Looks like it's meant to be a Ford. Ooh, I'll have to have a look at that, Pete. On we go. I'm going on the farm after this and do some harvesting. You have contracts for me to do. After this, it'll probably be on maybe flights in before it gets dark, mate. In fact, we've got the road map, so we'll do that. I don't know if we will, but I'll probably go on the farm off stream today, but I don't think I'll stream the farm today. I think, yeah, today we'll do this this flight sim and possibly the bus / TS. No clue, Biggs. Yeah, no clue when it's coming out. I mean, it can't be long until it comes out. But yeah, I don't know when. I mean, people were speculating it could be Thursday. As they are doing a Let's Play the Creators Club on Thursday, not a Creators Club preview. So you never know. Although they said they didn't have a release date yet, so I'd imagine probably not this Thursday. Here we are. I'll flick back to the website I am using to get our timetable. So let's flick back to, fingers crossed it won't crash. Every time it's always, is it going to... Right, flick back to here. So I'm using real-time trains for this. So Galind, we were due here at 10:58, so we are running a little bit behind. Lewis at 11:04, 11:12, 11:17, 11:21. I will include all of this in my scenario descriptions, so you know, well, when the train's supposed to be getting to places. Back we go, back to the game. Hey Amanda, how are you? Welcome in. Hello Terry, I'm all good, hopefully we're all well. Yeah, we are a couple minutes late, oh well. I've had a really good thought then. This scenario is supposed to be set, no, it should be alright. It's supposed to be set in April, and this is probably June or July, the weather, which is another good point. So I don't know how the weather's going to work on the Creators Club. I suppose yeah, we can set it to, I mean, it'll be the same timetable, won't it? So, that noise, what noise? But yeah, I think we did base this off the timetable in April, or the timetable would be the same summertime, so we can have it in summer, I guess. Good to see Amanda, I'm all good. Maybe, yeah, Ram. Summer does look the best, doesn't it? So, what noise was it? Well, I don't know what noise was made. Apologies if there was a loud noise. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I suppose we'll have this set to summer, I guess. That's another good point about Scenario Planner. The weather in the Scenario Planner is what you last did a service on. Oh, see Amanda. So, say if you wanted to have winter weather in the Scenario Planner, you'd have to go into service mode, go into winter, load into a service, and then when you go into Scenario Planner, it will be set to winter. Which I should have really done April for this one. but we can have it in summer. I think by default the game sets it to June. So I think this would be June time, which yeah, it's perfect, I suppose. Yeah, you can see June on there. It's only a couple months later. On we go. So I think it was 11:04 at Lewis, so we might be a little bit behind. But that's all good. Right, we're coming up on Saverum Junction, so this is where we'll start seeing the Seaford services, which will be coming up from, well, the Seaford branch. Oh, screenshot! Quick, to the back of the train! Don't buzz me. There's AI, which AI screenshots, good. Yeah, that'll do. It's better when all the trains are stopped. Because then you don't get any of the blur on the screenshots. And there's another train. Right, try and get as many of these as you can. So let's see, let's try and get... We blimmin' need to bring the speed down. Blimmin' speeding. Let's try and get another screenshot. We'll get... Yeah, there you go. Let's try and include trains in the screenshots and they're not boring. Or in some of them. Then pick the best ones when you upload them. Let's pop that down. Cool. Down to 20, it comes down to 10 coming into Lewis. If it's a blue coastway, use the 314. I'm using the 375, it's very blue, look at that. And it could possibly happen as it is third rail, so. Oh, hello, I've actually... That's a very good point. We forgot to put in the Lewis shuttle services. So we'll come out after this and we'll put the Lewis shuttles in. Pretty much fastest, yeah. Yeah, we didn't put the Lewis shuttles in. So I have to pop them in. Or did we? Can't remember. I see him, Pem. And here we are. But yeah, once we've tested it, we'll go back out. We'll put the Lewis shuttles in. We won't test it again on stream. I'll probably do that off stream to speed along the whole line. Just see if there's any reds or anything. Right, here we are. This is Lewis. We made it. Cool. Right, let me quickly check if there was any Lewis shuttles on there. I said it's set to Falmer. That'll be best. As a sort of halfway. Falmer. I suppose I'll change the timetable to June. It should be the same one. And we'll set that to 1100. Let's see if there is any Lewis shuttles. There should be though. Maybe none then. I don't know. Let's see about that. Don't know. Can't see any on there at the moment. We'll go back to right. Let's get the door shut. Let's try that one. Let's say no trains found. Oh, there we go. It looks as if the Lewis shuttle's not running, which is a bit weird. I was looking at the timetable now. There's no Lewis shuttle on here. How peculiar. Where's the Lewis shuttle gone? It's not running. Right, let's get going. Maybe I'll have to look at an older timetable and add them in. I'm sure they would be there as a little bonus. How do you take rail fan shots? Hold down the right analog stick and down on the D-pad. And hold that down as well. And then on PC it's Control F10. Yeah, so I don't know why the Lewis shuttle isn't doing its thing. If they scrap the Lewis shuttle then. Falmer was set it for, I don't know, today. Falmer. I'm gonna set that for, yeah, let's set that for today. Where are the Lewis shuttles? There's like no Lewis shuttles. No, I don't know. Anyone, what's happened to the Lewis shuttles? Cool. That goes up to 55 soon. There we go. Let's go. So we didn't miss any trains, they're just not there. Right, when's the next AI coming along? So East Coast isn't the busiest. That's green there, so there must be one on its way. The next AI is... Where is the next AI? There's one there, Brighton to come into Brighton. Got one that's waiting for that one, I think, there. So that'll be the next train we see. Off we go. So yeah, it might tweak the scenario a little bit off stream, but this is pretty much the how it will be. Yeah, I don't know what's happened to the Lewis shuttles, but they seem to have vanished. Unless they're not operating them at the moment. Goes up to 70 soon. And also time your scenarios as well. When you do them. You're making a peak and off-peak timetable for scenario plan for London commuter. Blimey, Rexy. That's going to be a lot of AI. What's the max AI you can have? I think it's like 30, isn't it? 30? I'm actually too sure. I think it might be 30. Let's get that up. Cool. Whacking that up. Yeah, hopefully everyone is finding this helpful. I will do this again at some point. I think it's 3,000. That'd be quite a bit. Two and a half miles. 300. Actually, tell her I was making a scenario on the Brighton main line. I think that might have had about 20. I don't know if it went over, but it's definitely 20. I'm seeing very close then to going over. I remember when I did a scenario for TS back Christmas time. I think it had about 60, no, not 60 AI, but it had about 40 AI. It was, yeah. Some words of inspiration, doing English language revision. Pete would like this one, mulching. You got to mulch your way through it, quicko. Pete would be impressed with that. On we go. But yeah, I'll have a look at the Lewis shuttles. Maybe add them in, or it doesn't look like they are running at the moment. So maybe not. So yeah, pretty much this will be how the scenario is when I do upload it, when the Creators Club comes out. Let's put that up. 1 mile to Falmer. I think we were due in there at 11:10, so we are going to be running a little bit late again. But that's all good. I don't know, I'm sure they know what they're doing, mate. Yeah, I'm sure they know what they're doing. I mean, if they are playing the Creators Club, then, well, they're playing it. So it sort of is how it should be the name. Let's play the Creators Club. That's what it doesn't mean it's coming out. It just means they're going to be playing it. I'll get my mulch out, lovely. To rise, not to revise. But yeah, we'll be live again after this. Probably, I can't believe it's 3:30 already. Day, it's just whizzed by. I suppose I did get up at about 1:30, but yeah, so next stream will maybe be 4:30ish, and that'll be Flight Sim. I know it's Flight Sim again, but the weather's sort of been good for Flight Sim. Because it did crash yesterday, so I sort of want to get on and do another one. And then tonight I might do a stream. If I do, that might be on either the bus or on Train Simulator in class 73. Or we could make another scenario. Right, here we are. This is Falmer. There's the Amex. And yeah, we're due out of here. We still got to wait for the bar to go around. We're due out of Falmer. If I can find the service we were doing, I've lost it now. No, I think it was about 11:12, so we are running a little bit behind. No, the bus quicker. I do need to get onto tourist bus again. That's one of those games which I wouldn't say I prioritise as much. Let's see, is the AI moving down here? Yeah, this one's now moving. So that one, which was going into Brighton, is now in Brighton. You can see it there. And that one, which we popped in, is now there. Maybe Hempen. I've got quite a few ideas. I've also got one which will be very beneficial to last gen players. Off we go. I'm sure I stopped at a farmer once and heard football crowd noises. Yes, that is. It does happen, NG. It's not every time you go in. It's random. Yeah, it's random. Well, yeah, it does happen. And off we go. On this nice summer morning journey to Brighton. Off we go. It goes up to 70, it'll be Mulscombe next, and then it will be Brighton. At Brighton, that will be it. We'll go back into the scenario planner so you can see all the trains we just saw. And then yeah, that will be it. Yeah, testing is always important. Test your scenarios to make sure they do work. Even if you speed through the whole thing, going at double the speed limit, just to see if there's any red lights, still do it. Also remember to get screenshots as well. Hello Jake, what trains do I need to play your scenario when it comes out? Well, I believe route-wise, you'll need East Coastway, the Brighton Main Line, and South Eastern High Speed. So I think half of the 377s are the Brighton Main Line ones, the others are the East Coastway ones. Although it should say on the Creators Club, like required content. Oh, there's a 3-on-3. That means we can get a screenshot. And we really do need to slow down as well coming into here. We're getting a little bit closer. No, it blimmin' didn't do it. It's annoying when it doesn't do it. Oh, what? That'll be. I thought I was going to get quite a nice one there, but nah. We'll get that one. Are you tempted to get GT7? Not really. It's just GT Sport, but slightly better. Maybe when it goes on sale one day. But no, I'm not too fussed about GT. Oh, here we are. And the 3-on-3's off. And that one's got the dynamic destinations on, so that does say Seaford on it, which is quite nice. Awesome. Oh yes, and the 3-on-3. Yeah, nice little extra. Hello, Gordon. I'm all good. How are you? I'll get the door shut in a second. There isn't dynamic destinations on here, and there's no Brighton on there, so. Well, if you're going the other way, you could set it to Hastings. Awesome ramp. Right, Brighton next. Let's go. Yeah, I'll be making more of these types of scenarios. Well, we'll probably do them on stream, actually. Maybe each time I do make a scenario, we could stream it. Off we go. Maybe, you know, once a week we could do this sort of stuff. Awesome, Gordon. Yeah, once a week make a scenario, and then when Creators Club does come out once a week, we'll show off scenarios from the Creators Club and liveries. I don't know, Mr. Quicko. Don't know. I'll probably wait for a new British route for TS, then make some on there. So I made sort of a fair lot for the Chatham main line. So I'll probably wait for another British route to come out on there, then make a few more. Exploring, how are you? Same with this game, really. I'll probably only make scenarios mostly for British routes. Here's ramp. And London Road. So I don't think we will see any more AI now, apart from the static 377 at Brighton. Lovely Decker. I guess that's sand patch grade. But as I said, East Coast Way is a fairly quiet route, so it might seem like there's not as much AI, but then you're not, you know, that wouldn't be realistic. There won't be a train every 2 minutes on here. But we've added a fair amount. I think there's about 8 AI trains. That's a bit of a mouthful, wasn't it? Right, here we are. Oh no, we're not stopping it. What am I doing? For some reason I thought we were stopping at London Road. Bonkers. I don't know why I thought we were stopping at London Road there. That's the HUD. I don't usually have the HUD on. West Cornwall local, awesome Decker. And off we go. We tricked everyone at London Road. Got a London Road viaduct. This would be quite a nice, I don't know, NG, yeah. The brain had a bit of a funny 5 moments. Quite cool, but going over the viaduct. Platform 7. I don't know, quicker, I don't know. I mean, it's about London Road. We tricked everyone on the platforms, that was the point of it. So yeah, there isn't any Brighton, well there is that one train there, but there's no West Coastway AR, nothing in the depot, well there's no spawn points for that side of the station. Now is that the East Coastway 377 or the East Coast or the Brighton Mainline one? That's the East Coastway one, that one. So it seems we have just included East Coastway 377s, which I suppose is alright, but there's the 313. And what I'm going to do, try and get a screenshot of us coming in without trying to crash. So have it as it comes round here. I don't like it because it's going, because you get the blur. Come to a stop first. Well, that's not out. Exploring, yeah, it's not out. And when's it coming out? No clue. Right, so the scenario works. There's no funny red lights or anything silly like that. Ooh, that's not a bad screenshot. Oh, there's people getting in the way. Out the screen. No, get out the screenshot. Oh, they're all getting in the way. That would do. There. Cool. Well, that is. We'll come out of here once it does end. So this 377 here is static. It won't move. Well, it's set to leave at midday, and it just goes to London Road. Oh yes, Southern Enthusiast. There we go, so that one works. 48 minutes, not too bad. Let's go to the main menu. So we know it works, we've tested it now, and it took 48 minutes. Right, tools. So this is what we've done. That is the scenario we just did. All of these services here. And if you do want to see all of them being implemented, do go back to the start of the stream where we did, well, put all of these in, and I showed you where to find all the information about all the trains. But yeah, that is going to be it, everyone. What's next? Flight Sim. That is going to be it for today's Train Sim World 2 stream. Something slightly different. Hopefully everyone did enjoy it. I probably will do more of these. Maybe another one before the Creators Club does come out, whenever that may be. That we call Southern Enthusiast. In fact, I think I did try doing that, but there just wasn't enough spawn points. Cheers, Locomotive. But yeah, I'll be back in about half an hour's time with some Microsoft Flight Simulator. Links can be found in the description to the Discord server, to the PayPal, and to the merch store if you do want to help support the channel. If you did find it helpful, feel free to subscribe and leave a like. Probably will do more of these. That was quite good. That was a live reaction roadmap. Well, we could go on the roadmap. Let me load it up actually. Yeah, well, let's have a look at the roadmap as we are sort of all ready. Let's have a look at the roadmap quick. I still will do a video of it though. Let's have a look. Let's see what's on the roadmap. Right, let's hopefully it won't crash. If it does, I'll see you all later. Hopefully it won't crash. Right, there we go. So you want to have a look at the roadmap live. 22nd of February, that's the expansion pack. Creators Club Edges, Ever Nearer, and Dynamic Billboards coming to Train Sim World 2. Routes update, Harlem line, all progressing well. Hope to show you more of the routes in the coming weeks. Spirit of Steam is still a while away, but we hope to provide you with another insight into the work we've been doing for the project on the stream soon. That's about the preview. New Dynamic Billboards. A new addition to the roadmap this week is Dynamic Billboards. These will be available on the core routes to begin with Bakerloo, SPG, and Schnellfast Strecker. You will still be able to play with the current billboards should you prefer. However, the intention with Dynamic Billboards is to give the opportunity to have a more realistic experience while you with real life adverts. I see, so that will change, I guess. Okay, that's quite cool. So these will then be changing. Yeah, that makes sense. There's some of the screenshots there. Preservation crew are working. Yeah, that seems to be rapid transit. Improved PIS, which is looking good. Oh, hello, you've got the one containers as well there for GWE. So I guess these are the upgrades for GWE. Updated shipping containers for Great Western. In the previous round, we talked about the PS5 limit. This is ongoing with the team. As most certainly made the game more complex to manage. Okay. So that's about that. Future of the roadmap. I'll be doing a separate video on here. Just a little look through now. That's not too bad. There's a few changes on there. Yeah, not too bad at all. Right, let's go back to the console screen. I'll make a separate video. Anyway, that is going to be it for today's Train Sim World 2 live stream. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Apart from that, thanks for coming in, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.